What's going on, guys? Noobs here. Today is March 8th, 2018, so you know what that means. I'm here to talk about today's big Nintendo Direct. Alright, let's just go through all the news that was announced and chat a little bit about each headline. Starting off, a whole block of announcements actually, all for 3DS, which as soon as you see that, you know, these days it's just like, oh, come on, Nintendo, can we not just move on to Switch? Why do you still need to support the 3DS so much? But we'll talk about these. First off, WarioWare Gold. It's a collection of past WarioWare mini games. It's coming to 3DS August 3rd. So that's fine. That's like a smaller title, whatever. Then we've got Dillon's Dead Heat Breakers. That's coming May 24th. Fine, whatever. Now we've got yet another Mario & Luigi remake. This time it's Bowser's Inside Story is getting remade for 3DS. It's coming in 2019. They're going to have 3DS games in 2019. Can you believe it? And what's funniest to me here is that Superstar Saga already got remade. But wasn't there was one in between, right? Partners in Time. Partners in Time. What happened to that one, Nintendo? Are we just forgetting that one? I don't understand. There's a little bit of talk about Detective Pikachu. That's coming March 23rd. And then here is, frankly, the low point of this whole presentation. Luigi's Mansion Remake is finally coming to 3DS. It includes, from what was announced, it looks like the same game plus a boss rush mode. That's coming in 2018. You know, for pretty much the entire span of the 3DS's life, I was thinking, well, I love Dark Moon. Why don't they port the original to 3DS? And here we are, well into the Switch's lifespan, and I can think of nothing I want less than this game on 3DS when it could have been on Switch and looked so good. Oh, you're breaking my heart, Nintendo. Come at me with this news like 4 or 5 years ago, I would have been super happy about it. Now, there's a couple other 3DS-related news items in the Switch portion of the presentation, but we'll get to those as we get to them. So first Switch announcement, Okami HD is coming, and it sounds like it's actually exclusive to the eShop, no physical release. So that's disappointing. That's coming this summer. Sushi Striker something is coming to Switch and 3DS June 8th. Here's one I'm really excited for. Travis Strikes Back, No More Heroes. I love the first two No More Heroes games on Wii. And, you know, I've been hoping this whole time for more of the old Travis touchdown. I finally got some footage of this game. And they said it's coming in 2018. Now, most of what they focused on was what appeared to be kind of mini games inside this console that Travis is playing, I guess. But then they also said, oh yeah, and there's a story mode coming with what looked like more traditional No More Heroes type of graphics and everything. So I really don't know what to expect from this game. Maybe you'll kind of alternate between regular No More Heroes and these like mini games, or maybe it's mostly mini games and a really short story mode. I don't know. It's weird, but whatever. I'm excited for it no matter what. Suda, you already got my money. There was a whole bunch of talk about Mario Tennis Aces. That's coming June 22nd. It looks pretty good. They talked a lot about different like play mechanics that they're introducing with this game. All kinds of special moves. You could break your racket. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. They really got into it in this. I mean, it looks good. I'm excited. I don't know if I needed that much detail. Oh, and thankfully you can just turn all that extra stuff off and just play normal tennis in there as well, which is probably what I would prefer to do anyways. They still just kind of gave a quick shout out to the fact that there will be a story mode in there. Makes me question why they aren't talking more about that. I don't know. Whatever. It'll be good. It'll be fine. Yet another Wii U to Switch port is coming. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's coming July 13th. This is another one that's also getting a 3DS version. So this is cool. This was a fun little hidden... Well, I wouldn't say hidden gem. This is cool. This was a fun little gem from the Wii U. They did say that there are going to be additional stages in here, a bunch of stuff inspired from Mario Odyssey, so that's really cool. So I'm glad to see this one. I'm happy for it. Undertale and Little Nightmares are both coming to Switch. Undertale is funny. They just said coming ... eventually. That was good. Okay, now this one had been rumored, but it still kind of blows my mind to see it. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is coming to Switch July 10th. So like, okay, sure, it's another port and all, but it is the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy. And, you know, I just remember all the old Sony commercials with Crash Bandicoot bashing on Nintendo, where they kind of Sony kind of borrowed Crash as a mascot of sorts back in the day. So, welcome, Crash. I know there were other Crash games later that came to Nintendo, but the original trilogy is on Switch. The first of the recent South Park games, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, or however you want to emphasize certain words or syllables in there to make it sound however you want. That's, okay, yes, yet another port. It's coming April 24th. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, that's coming May 18th. Yeah, I know. We already knew about this game. It's another port. Boring. Then we got a whole bunch of focus on Splatoon 2. There's a big 3.0 update coming out in April. And then they announced actually like a big paid DLC expansion. It's going to be like, it looks like an additional story mode with a new character, which I guess is an Octoling. I can't keep track of all my Splatoon lore, but it looks like you play as an Octoling. So, looks cool. I actually really loved the kind of the mood they set in the trailer. So, and also, frankly, I'm much more of a Splatoon single player kind of person, which I know that's not really the point of that franchise, but there you go. So I'm excited for that. And then, you know, at this point, everybody following along online was like, oh boy, this has been another dull direct. This is probably the end, right? And then they're like, oh, one more thing. And they start showing some more like kind of a Splatoon CG trailer. And right away I was like, no, we just got done with Splatoon. This doesn't make sense. So almost immediately I was like, it's going to be Smash Brothers. And watching they're doing all this fun Splatoon stuff, I'm like, it's going to be Smash Brothers. And then the screen goes black. I'm like, this is it. And then the Smash logo is reflected in the Inkling's eye. And like, I freaked out, man. Smash Brothers. I mean, yes, I called it. I've been predicting Smash for Switch this year, but just to see it, and yes, they did say 2018. Oh, it's so good. Mario looked great in there as well. They showed just kind of you could just sort of see Link, but it looked like the Breath of the Wild Link, so that's really cool as well. And that's it. That's all we got of Smash Brothers. All we know about it at this point is there's going to be Inklings in the game, and it's coming in 2018, and I guess Link got his Breath of the Wild clothes on. That's all we know, but it's all I need, man. I mean, no doubt this game is going to be blown out at E3, and this will be their big November game. I'm 99% certain in saying those things, but it's so reassuring to know it's coming this year. It feels good. So overall, I think the previous Nintendo Direct we had earlier this year already told you that this was going to be a quieter half for Switch, first half of 2018. And this Direct really just cemented that, because we got really a bunch of release dates for games we already knew about and a bunch of announcements for ports. Generally all coming first half of this year, maybe some in July, and then a few other games that are further out. But as I said in my response to the last Nintendo Direct, if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, what a disappointment, what a quiet quarter, quiet first half Switch is having, man, you guys don't know how bad it can be. This is still so much better than things were pretty much even at their best on Wii U, frankly, and in fact a lot of other Nintendo systems in the past as well. So for a longtime Nintendo fan who's been there at all of Nintendo's many low points, this is still great to me. This is really exciting. Yeah, it is quieter, but great games are still coming all the time. The consistency of the releases is what I've always wanted from Nintendo, so it's so nice to see this. I just wish Luigi's Mansion was for Switch. That's really all looking at all of this, that's all I could ask for. So with that, I guess I'll just say, guys, let me know what you thought of the Nintendo Direct. And you know what? Smash Brothers Switch is real, so go crazy. What do you want to see in the game? What are all your hoped-for characters, new or returning, stages, items, modes, whatever you guys want? Let me know all about it. I am super pumped to be talking about Smash Brothers again, and thanks for watching.